Is love in the room? Is love in the room? Well, if it's in our loving tongue, baby, is love in the room? Don't whine on me here, lady. Is love in the room? If he wanna fight and stray, is love in the room? We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Don't worry, us. She's safe. You're giving topic to Aruna. Study your place. Your woman outside with cousin whole day. You can't see face. The story end up on ladies' room. You disappear without trace. Voila. If all she know is papi show and stress outside, is love in the room. If you wanna have to girl, take care, they bust the files. Well, if it's in her loving tongue, baby, is love in the room. Don't whine on me here, lady. Is love in the room. If he wanna fight and stray, is love in the room. We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Oh, na na na. It's only love in the ladies' room. Is love in the room? Is love in the room? Well, if it's in her loving tongue, baby, is love in the room? Don't whine on me here, lady. Is love in the room? If he wanna fight and stray, is love in the room? We playing with.
And we are back at it again on this lovely Tuesday. Had a little drizzle, little shower not so long ago. So weather-wise, that's how it's looking after a hot weekend. Yeah, a little rain to cool things down somewhat. Let me just put this on mute. There we go. Yeah, so to sort of cool down the heat we've been experiencing for this Easter weekend. But nonetheless, boy, do we have a lot to talk about this morning. A lot. Like I said, it was a long weekend. So much happened. Carifta basically. Was she gonna get pics on last night? Miss took the pics right here. What? I can't help you right now. It's right here. So and it shows as delivered. So something is wrong with your thingy. So you probably need a new phone because it's right there and it shows 2 ticks and it shows it was delivered. harassing me this early morning, but I didn't get pics from last night. Go away. Good morning, everybody. Goodbye. Good morning, and goodbye to Debbie Crony. Stop stressing me out. This chair. I need to change chairs. Ah. Oh, okay. I need to change chair. This one has a serious squeak, and I can't just sit still. All right. Anywho's, Harry Edwards, Jewelers, thank you. They're on board inside the room. Mother's Day coming up. So, of course, we'll tell you more about that. Western Union, Beacon Insurance, and Nirvana, thank you so much for being here as always. To my listeners and viewers, wherever you are, whatever part of the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to the show. Yesterday, of course, a holiday, so no show. Soca versus everybody was just a musical filled day. But today we're back, we're up and running. And like I said, we have a lot to talk about. So I need you guys to help me share the live so we can, so we can share, so we can join in on the conversation. Because it's like, I don't even know where to start. I feel flustered. So what I'm gonna do is revert to my notes because that's what I do. I make notes of what I'm gonna talk about. So maybe I should start there because my head is like a, like things are just going round and around and around and around in there because I'm trying to tell you, bring you guys up to speed with what's transpired on the weekend. Somebody tagged me a while ago in something. I was supposed to check back. Um, so yeah, how y'all keeps? How was your Easter weekend? What did you guys do? Where did you go? You go to church? What was the plan? Did you guys put your egg whites in glass to see what your future holds and all that? Morning, Carol. Viewing from YouTube. Patrick Alexis. Good morning. Good morning, Don. Abika. Good morning, Roderick. Good morning. Good morning, Rachel. Katina, Lisa, Maureen. Good morning, Larissa. Good morning, Marlin. Oh, she's here. Lucy. Ingrid, Valerie, Karina, good morning. Nubian, yeah, people nod. Gabriella, good morning. Coming to the discussion. No, Jackie, you're not in. Why are you raining for? Because with people like you, it wouldn't be raining. But thank God there are other people who don't think like you and who don't only come here frequently when they have nowhere else to be and cast me aside and pick me up. I'm very grateful for those people that I can say. Yeah, that's you. Now, you're reading with Sunny. Hey, send for the weird, right? Send for the good. Wait, we need to go place a party on the road. They just already got in. Naya, good morning. Naya, you shall be contacted today. I am still awaiting Javon to respond to me today. It's basically what 3 days since my message to him and no response. So hopefully I'll get a response before the week is through because anyways. Diane Jerome, morning. Christelle, Michelle, Douglas, and everybody else is here. Riggy, morning. Hope everyone realizing how much vibes we have for track and field versus the rest of the Caribbean. We come into that. Take your time. The rush, the brush. Morning, Roxanne. Good morning. Good morning, Karen, Bailey, Jenna Lynn. I was list off what all done for us. Listen, I messaged Vaughn like I said, and he is yet to respond. I'm telling you, I'll show you the message in a while and show you how long it is. No response. Hey Jenny, Amanda, I'm echoing. The audio is not clear. Hold on, let me check something here. Is that now or that was before? How is it? I'm echoing. Audio is terrible. Better now? Better now? Okay. I fixed it. All right. Because I started from the top and I'm working my way down. So y'all need to text me on my phone when you're saying something about the audio or whatever and I'm not responding, that means I have not seen it. So if you text me on my phone, I'll quicker get to it. All right. So okay, it's better now. Thank you. Alrighty. So hey Shauna, Glendolyn, good morning. It was before? Okay. All right, got you. Thanks, guys. So, like I said, we have a lot to talk about, and we're gonna jump right into it. Um, Nobody didn't tell me that you can do video notes on WhatsApp now. Somebody sent me a video note this morning in a little bubble, and I'm like, what is that? I thought they recorded something and sent it to me, but when I played it, I noticed on the side there was an option to respond in video. Like, hello. So it comes up in a bubble. Like, you'd send a voice note. You can now send a video note on WhatsApp. When did that upgrade come about? I just this morning I noticed it. Well, I got it. I'm very late if that's the case. Video notes, voice notes if that's not bad enough. No, video notes. So so now we have to be extra careful, right? Because before you send a voice note, maybe in a little group chat or whatever, you could say it AI, they play up with your voice, then you. No, you have to be careful what video notes you're sending to people, especially when it's about something you don't want out there, right? So, sort out your sort outs. It's been there a while. Well, I'm very late, Channelie, since it's been there a while. This is last year. Oh, what do you mean since last year? We April, how it could be since last year? We in April and I just get, but that means people aren't using it because I just got it. I don't even know how to do it. Um the person sent it to me and I just clicked on the button and did it back. So how are you doing that? How are you doing the if you want to send a video note to somebody, how are you doing that? Because I don't see the option. Not all phones get upgraded at the same time. Exactly. So don't be out here trying to make me feel like a old and I know what going on. So kindly share if you do. Can we move on? So yeah, very, very, very eventful weekend. Carifta, bunch of activities. Also had the unfortunate death of a young man in PT Martinique. Um, Still not sure, but according to police report, stab wounds was found on his body. Young man. Then we had the incident of hit and run, another, gentleman, and apparently one person has since been charged. But let me ask y'all something, right? Because I don't know if y'all does use y'all cabezas or y'all just more use these instead of this. Now, the police put out a report about this hit and run incident, right? And regardless of how we feel about the Royal Grenada Police Force or whatever, we can always say that they have a pretty good track record of, solving crimes and what have you, getting to the bottom of crimes or whatever the case might be. So for them to do that means they have to do investigations, and it's a process, right? Now, the police put out a release about suspected hit and run accident. All it gave was the gentleman, may his soul rest in peace, 56-year-old Lennox Bain of Mount Carmel, St. Andrew. Officers responded to a report of Marquis where they observed Mr. Bain's body lying on the ground. Visible wounds were observed, various parts of his body. He was taken to the Princess Alice Hospital. He was examined and pronounced dead. So in less than Friday the 18th, this report came out. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm giving the right information. Yeah. So on Monday, which was yesterday, So basically, we can say about 48 hours, they again put out another release which says man charged with Duncan, 29-year-old Mason of Harford Village St. Andrew, has been charged with the offense of non-capital murder by unlawfully causing the death of Lennox Bain, 56 years old, of Mount Carmel, St. Andrew, by unlawful harm. Charge follows investigations. The charge follows investigations into a fatal hit and run accident that occurred on Friday. Duncan is expected to make his first court appearance later this week. Now, tell me, between the first one that I read release and this one. Now, we have a habit of running to different places and grabbing information, not knowing whether it's legit, whether it's whatever the case might be. From the time the incident occurred, reports have been circulating that there were more than one occupant in the vehicle. Yada, 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 yada. We were not there. We were not eyewitnesses. Yet to see the eyewitness, come forward and raise their hand to us, the public, not sure what happened on the police side, and say, hey, this is what I observed, this is what I saw with my two eyes, which occurred so and so time. I have not heard. If anybody has, please direct me to where that is, and I'll be happy to share and clear up my argument and fix up my argument. Anywho's, the police put out their release. And the marriage and parish out now asking, where are the other people in? How come the other people were not charged? If there are charges to be laid, don't you think it would be laid in that order? So if one person has been charged so far, then that one person is responsible. And when they have their day in court, everything will be laid out on the table. But it sort of makes us look away because it makes us seem as though the police know what they're doing. And I think we know better than that. I'm not here to play a judge and defender of the police, because when they do the ish, we speak on that as well. But generally, when it comes to, like I said, solving crimes, etc., there's a particular route they take. And they would not just pick up one person and know there are other people out there, and then we start off, oh, there's policeman involved and it's cover up and and I never knew we had so many lawyers and detectives and private investigators on this rock. And what's funny about it, there are things happening in your own homes and lives that needs investigation, and y'all are blind to it. But everything else, y'all have eyes behind your head. Who living quite behind God back saw the incident that happened, the unfortunate accident which occurred, and don't know the circumstances surrounding it, but everybody have an opinion. It's okay sometimes to just watch people think and bounce, If one or more person or people have to be charged, then that will happen. If one person has to be charged, then that will happen as well. If there were others involved, they would be charged. They ain't just walking around picking up people and say, okay, we're holding you and me and have no information, but we feel it's you, so we just they act on information. That's all. Anyways, go to chat. Hold on, camera. Hold on, let me see. Don, you in the know? Hold on, let me see. Go to chat. And hold on, camera. Yeah, man, nice day. Right. Nice. So we're cooking with gas. Okay, I know how to use it now. Yeah, so you go to your chat and you hold on the camera. And that's how you send video notes. Go to chat. Whoever you want to send it to, hold on the camera, press the camera, and the video thingy will come up. All right, yeah. So, I need to investigate the girl's son. No, for real. There are a lot of things we need to investigate in our own lives, but we always judge, jury, and executioner for somebody else's. And when it comes to our own personal lives, we play blind, or we act as though we ain't know what is what going on. The police have been very successful over the years in solving crime. They have a very good crime rate solving. So let's at least give them some credit for that. They're not crazy to just put things out there and have other people who need to be arrested or charged, and they're walking around, especially in something like this, a hit and run accident. So, like I said, not all phone could do it. So that mean all your phone Jackie, I'm not still on it just because there are other people. There's a lot of people here saying they didn't know about it. So I'm actually disseminating pertinent information. Jackie, come up my life. Morning, Maria. Yes, look, you're very late. Nobody asked you anything. Move. You teach me and teach me not teach myself. You show me how to do it. I had to come on my live and ask them how to do it. I just didn't know there was an update. So some of you who can't do it, that means your phones need probably have not gotten the updaters yet. So but take all your time and come in. I can see coming down granny time. Take all your time. Congratulations. Speaking of coming down, congratulations to Will Cambridge, aka Tallpree, on his new business venture. Lime and Lights by Tallpree opened on Saturday in Vendome. So whenever you get the chance out of the city, instead of heading to the south for everything, let me take a little. That's where northeast. That's northeast, right? Up that side is northeast. Let me take a little ride up northeast. Nice cool breeze from the Granite Hang, and enjoy some Lime and Lights by Tallpree. Also had Sabrina's event. I had so many plans this weekend, but Mother Nature had other plans, and according to Brenda, I was indisposed. But Carifta really, really, picked up the slack. So moving on to the Carifta aspect of things, I really want to say congratulations to all our athletes, track and field, that participated in the games on the weekend. You know, imagine being fourth out of how many countries that participated, with 2 gold medals to our name. Yeah, not forgetting our silver. How many silver we had? Hold on, I want to make sure I give you guys correct information. Yeah, so we have 2 gold, 6 silver, and 5 bronze. That's in the track and field. But the swimmers, and that is what I want to focus my attention on in particular this morning, the swim team. It's not over for them as yet. Today is actually the 4th and final day of the pool today. Yeah? Today is the 4th. So far, we have 1 gold, 4 silver, and 2 bronze. But we're hoping for more this evening. So there's actually more happening. There's more. So even though Carifta end of it, the track and the field is over, the swimming is still on. And today is the 4th and final day at the pool. Tomorrow they also compete in the open water competition. So they're really making us proud and deserve high commendation. We've had several athletes making it to the finals, and they're also great achievements. Several personal bests have also been obtained in this discipline. Time improvements are not that easy to obtain. So we have 1 gold in the Carifta swimming, 4 silver, and 2 bronze. Now that is a big deal for an island, as small as ours, right? Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah. I'll do that last. Let me write it down, because the rating's going. I already see I'll go forget it. Yeah, my attention span is like let me write it down. Yeah, can't leave and not speak on this. Yeah, so I want to say congratulations to the swim team. And you know why it's important that we even laud them even further? The fact is, if you all know where Good Hope is, and their swimming pool, that's what they've been using for years. That little swimming pool in Good Hope, tired. Up St. Paul's, it tired. And for us to be competing and getting gold, and this is not the first time. They're always competing and it's like we don't seem to, brag about it enough, right? So I saw in one of the groups that I joined to get, information from, they've been lamenting about the need for a proper pool for years. And I sincerely hope that Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Honorable Andy Williams, as part of, the transformation, that is the one thing we will see, included, because I think especially now the need for it is even greater. The fact that they are doing so well, they at least need someplace, some proper facility to call home, where we can have other budding swimmers coming out, and because I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday, and we were like, it's like every year Jamaica just seems to be getting better and better and better at athletics. You know, what is responsible for them just churning out, some of these athletes that are just so good? And, the person was saying to me, it's because they understand this is a way out of poverty. This is a way of, and they have the classic example of Usain Bolt, Asafa, and others who are multimillionaires just through athletics, sports. And they understand that this is a way out of poverty. This can actually be a career, a sustainable career. So they take it seriously. It's not a seasonal thing. They don't just, when it's time for athletic season, sports season, do a thing, and then they gone back and then relax until the next season. Every day there's sport camps, there's different sporting disciplines that keep them, so they don't have like a season. There are different things that keeps them on the track. And not only that, they're serious about it. It's not a hobby. It's not something they're just doing because the proper training, they invest in it. They invest in the athletes, they invest in the sport. So maybe that page we can take from their book, because you can see that one on the on if you guys were looking on the weekend, man, it's like the hunger. You can see it in every stride. It's like they were built for this. They finish running and they're not throwing themselves down. There's like they finish running and they're like, okay, next, we can do this all over again. I saw the Honorable Minister of Sport, Delma Thomas, doing quite a bit of posting in regards to that. And I think coming off of Intercall, coming into Carifta, and of course we have the boys from the Gunita Boys Secondary School at the Penn Relays. I think that will be from the 24th to 26th. There's a future for athletics. There's a future for sports. And this is something that we probably need to really invest in some more, have better facilities, whatever tools they need to aid them in their training. Of course, some work being done on the athletic stadium, put things in place to allow them to excel, to go further. Invest in coaches, invest in people, whatever, in camps, whatever, because we see that the potential is there. The potential is there for us to do well, for athletes to excel, but we just need to give them that extra to get to that point. Imagine being fourth on a table. We're coming in the top 10 on the medal table. Jamaica 78 medals, Bahamas 37, Trinidad and Tobago 25, and we're in double digits, 13. It's a big deal. And I was just so happy, to see so many people, watching the games, posting about it, interacting and congratulating and supporting, under the live. So much so some other person talking about a flight to Trinidad is $200 and we on YouTube sending flag. All you real out of all your order, and we were talking about, the comments on lives and what have you. Imagine sports backs and all at a time had to turn off their live because I keep tapping. I'm like, where is the live chat? Why I can't see the live chat? And only later on came back on, and I saw somebody saying in the comments, "Don't turn it off again." I'm like, because y'all are too quick with your mouths, and it's not just a Grenadian thing because these are people from Jamaica, from Trinidad, from all over. From all over, another person was very much out of order, talking about a ticket. Which ticket do you have to go in Trinidad? Is 200 EC to go in Trinidad. Out of order and bright. But we on YouTube sending flag on this $200 to go in Trinidad when we ain't go. The people who live in Trinidad didn't even go, but we want to stress. Didn't you see when we had Carifta here? What happened? Sell out. We were there. Stadium was practically empty for the entire weekend. One part on yesterday had a little extra, but for the most part, they didn't go, and they were the host. It's either they didn't do a good job of promoting it, people were not aware of what's going on. Don't get me started on the liquidity medal thing. So that people couldn't put a little flowers on this. Look at our what you call the thing when you stand to get your medals? What's the name of it? What's the liquidity white thing? It's like, did you see when they were collecting the batons in the plastic bag? I'm like, these people just wake up and realize they have Carifta. No little finesse, no little style, no little not in the podium. Thank you. Yeah. The little white rickety podium they had compared to a nice podium with nutmeg and everything on it. Then people put no effort whatsoever in hosting Carifta. Remember, we had drum and we had all kind of activation no elections coming up, but this is a big deal. We're talking about the youth, and they did well. And y'all didn't even show up for your own youth, for your own athletes. Come on, man. Yes, election coming up, but the election wasn't on the weekend. There's still time for them to campaign and do whatever they had to do. They had a little bat. They had the bat collecting the batons in plastic bag. No nice like a basket. No plastic bag going around. I saw one of the when the athletes were on the podium to collect their medals. The person handing out medals, t-shirt, and slippers in foot, and I'm like, these people don't care. They really don't care. Even so much so that the commentators couldn't help talk about the experience they had in Grenada and what a wonderful time. The spice was just so accommodating. We gave them the best time ever. Then people didn't look pleased to be down there up the road at all. Like no effort whatsoever. One little rickety, like somebody just get up, go behind their house, pull out 2 pieces of old board below the house, slap some white paint on it, and glue it or nail it, and just throw it there, and they call it podium. I was like, that's not. Pele Dabo, good morning, says Veronica Campbell Brown said in her autobiography that the Jamaicans see track and field as a vehicle out of poverty. Of course. Of course. So it just shows us that we can do so much. And I'm not sure how many of you saw my Facebook post, but just observing certain things behind the scenes, and I'm like, we as Grenadians can do so much if we just do it together and stop seeing everything as a me, or looking for self-praise, or looking for praise, and looking for your stuff, like which involves country. It's a team effort. It's everybody doing the little bit to put us out there, to shine, to share, to spread the word that this is who we are, this is how we're doing. But people out there getting upset over nonsense. My tongue scratching me, juking me to go down the road, but I'll pause for now. Until next time. Listen, You're not a beg for praise. People see your work, but looking for it in a time of everybody's excited and happy to just have information out and to see our team doing well and rallying and supporting them. And some of you just here majoring in minor over nonsense. This self-aggrandizement could kill some of all you, I swear. It's like everybody's walking around with these inflated egos. Look me, watch me. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And that and what they're doing and nothing is on the same scale. A lot of, some people have mastered the business of busy, looking busy. But when they're done and you look back to see the actual work, there's nothing to show for it. I'm sure we all know somebody who's always busy, looking busy. There must be somebody in your job. Every time you pass, they look as though they're doing something, computer, clack, 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 typing away, and desk cluttered with paper, and they look busy and they have so much they swamped. And if you want to do a weekly report or a monthly report, nightly, a monthly report, you can't see what they do. Nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing. I don't get it. Sometimes I think we are our own worst enemies, and we can do so much better. Friends, we can do so much better together than trying to do it alone to get praise or to get whatever. It will come. People notice. People are paying attention. But when it's your moment to shine, you'll get it. You don't need to puff up your chest and look for it and, oh, that's me, that's mine, that. Like, where that come out? In a time of celebration, a time of wanting the world to see us. And that is what keeps us back as a people, and we have the potential to go further, do better. But we are always majoring in minor. There's so much we can do if we do it together. There's so much further we can go if we go together. But everybody just walking around with their inflated egos looking for, oh, me. Me? Who? Be boo. We don't care. At a particular time, when it's time for you to get your flowers, you're going to get it. Time and place for everything under the sun. You're busy watching everything else but what you're supposed to do. I don't get y'all out here. I swear. Sometimes, listen, I must have written about 50 status for the weekend and just to be like, Arena, this weekend belongs to Jesus. Let's go with Jesus. Let's go with Jesus. Do not be a Judas. Do not be one of those to hang him on the cross. Go with Jesus. Backspace, delete. That was me all weekend long. Just deleting. And I'm like, and according to Kenroy, it's not even necessary. 99% of the time. That's why I send a detailed email. A lot of people was, when it works, must send a detailed email. A lot of people were upset because they know they had nothing to show for what they do on a daily basis. It's crazy. See? Right there. Burns, my exact comment. They're looking for cloud and fame. Yeah, too many cloud lookers and fame watchers out here. Too many people looking for cloud, aka clout and fame. My mother's always say, salt don't boast itself. Salt don't need to boast itself. If you put salt in the pot, you don't have to ask. It's either you put too much or you put enough. Either way, you're going to know. Even if you don't put salt, you're going to know. So all salt needs to do, salt just lay in your cupboard, relax, and waiting on you to do the do. Salt and pushing up yourself and saying, look me, put me in the pot because your food would... Salt is fully aware of what happens. If you put, you don't put, or you put too much. Either way. So salt don't need to nuff up itself. And that is the word that Jamaicans love to use. And of late, I started using it. Some of y'all too enough and plentiful. Y'all hate to see other people get a moment of shine, whether it's sunshine, moonshine. Y'all just hate to see somebody else get a little. Always have to try and find ways to pull it back and bring it back to you. We don't need to do that. Like I said, once you're out there, people will see you, people will appreciate what you do. You don't need to do all this extra. You're just enough and plentiful for no reason at all. Gabby says attention is a drug and some products will to do anything for a fix. People, I guess you wanted to put. It is unnecessary. Y'all hate to just see something and be like, oh wow. And I think I saw somebody made the comment about complimenting something or the other. I saw somebody made a post. Who was it? Something to do with why is it so hard for us to just compliment and be genuinely happy for each other? You might be doing the same two things, right? But somebody else's probably might shine up a little more than yours. And instead of saying, you know what, let me see how I can make mine match up or make mine a little better as well, you look for ways to, that are looking good. What should I move that? Or they this, or they that, or they thief, or they thing. Always looking for some ways to diminish somebody light, to out somebody light for yours to shine brighter. Anyways, y'all continue to fight up for all your clout and fame. In the meantime, we're gonna be out here doing what we gotta do. And we're doing it for the love of it and because we're genuine with our intentions. We're not doing it and looking over your shoulder to see who's watching, who's paying attention. No. We're doing it because we have to, we want to, and we love to. And whoever notices it and say, hey, good job, then no problem. Anywho's, fingers crossed that we'll get a bite of the Carifta pie. Listen, if Carifta land in Grenada in 2026 is mass, it's gonna be so, so, so exciting. I really hope that we get a little. I mean, there's a lot to do, yes, and that's another thing too. Why we can't do? I think it was Brenda I saw posted something. Why we can't chew and talk at the same time? Yes, we have other things to do, but why we always feel okay? You have to dig a hole, so just focus on the hole. We're 100 and something thousand plus people. Why everybody need to dig one hole? Send somebody else or do something else. So yes, while we have a number of other things that need attending to, we need to fix up our road, we need to fix up our health, we need to fix up a lot of fixing up to fix up. So we should just blank off everything else and not think about one, the economic spin-off, two, how it will impact our athletes. We never look at the bigger picture. We never sit and analyze things from different. I think that is why we have so much, issues. We always see things from an emotional place or how you personally feel about it. And we never sit back and say, you know what? Let me look at the bigger picture here. What are the benefits to be derived from this? Yeah. Oh yes, I forgot that too. So condolences to Grenada national coach Wayne Maxwell. His mom passed as well while he was rather in Trinidad at the Carifta games. That must have been something. I don't even want to touch it too much, but I just want to say condolences to national coach Wayne Maxwell on the passing of his mom. Yeah. Somebody says also called sports tourism. It's like we've never heard of that word. Do you know how many people travel? And if you guys were at Carifta the last time, there are people who travel with their teams, parents, guardians, well-wishers, athletics lovers. And we saw them in Trinidad. We saw a Grenadian posse, we saw a Bahamas posse, we saw a Jamaican posse. Sports tourism is also a thing. So for people already not even open to entertaining. Oh, we just had a hurricane. Are they always miserable and doom and gloom and the sky is falling, Chicken Little running and everybody running? They just see Chicken Little start to run and everybody running behind Chicken Little. Nobody stop and ask, well, Chicken Little, why you running? You start to run, sky falling, nobody and look up and stop and look up in the sky for themselves to see what's going on. Chicken Little say the sky falling, so everybody just run with Chicken Little because the sky falling. We don't stop and analyze. We don't stop and look at things from different perspectives. We just go with how we feel. Anywho's. So, according to a press release on the GAA before I go, says the Grenada Athletic Association submitted an interest to host the 2026 Carifta Games. The request of intent to host was expressed at the Carifta Congress held at the Hyatt in Trinidad and Tobago, where the 52nd Carifta Games have been held at the Hasty Crawford Stadium. Well, was the GAA's decision. The GAA's decision was to tender the intent. The GAA's decision to tender the intent was as a result of Guyana's withdrawal from hosting the Games in 2026 and the lack of interest in hosting the 2026 edition of the Games by member federations. The association's submission of the expression of interest is evident of our continued commitment to the development of regional athletics and readiness to contribute to the legacy of the Carifta Games. While we have indicated our intent, it is important to note that there are established processes and parameters that must be followed and met before any official confirmation can be granted by NACAC. And this includes a detailed bid document inclusive of the commitment of key stakeholders. So for those of you saying that we're doing it next year, hold your horses a little bit. What they've done is submit the intent to host the games. So when they've dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's, and hopefully we get the green light, then we can jump and wave and misbehave and yada yada yada. So until such time, we are not hosting Carifta 26 as yet. Yeah. Pele Darbo says the Bahamas had 3 charters into Trinidad. Exactly. So as we move on, everybody's an expert at everything these days. Me, there's some conversations I join and there are others I read to learn and I keep it pushing. So yeah, finally, of course, Pope also passed away yesterday. And them people and them, I don't know, they're making confusion at all for Harvey's. It's not a joke, but I just had to chuckle at myself because I don't think the Pope would have wanted that, to be honest. The Pope was a realist. The Pope was in touch with what's going on. The Pope was not this stuffy, stickler for rules and whatever. Pope was cool. The Pope was cool. So harvests at certain churches were postponed yesterday, and I know something folks look forward to on Easter Monday, but was postponed because of the passing of Pope Francis, and I think he's going to be buried this Saturday. So again, I'm sure that would be a big to do. So we'll keep you guys posted, right? So on that note, yeah, I'm all tired now. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We shall reconvene at 11 a.m. in the forenoon to pick up where we left off. Do have a great rest of the day and stay powered up because it's a good thing to do. All right. Thank you so much, Nirvana Detox Center, Beacon Insurance, Western Union, and Harry Edwards Jewelers for taking care of us this morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow.